Just like AC/DC in 1980, I'm back in black. Been so long, I'm glad to be back. Which of course means the return of Monday Matters right here on Gary's Stuff. Hi there, I'm Gary, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today indeed is the return of Monday Matters. I'll be having a quick look at what's caught my eye in the news of the week. I'll be bringing you up to date with what I've been up to on my bench, and of course I'll be having a look at this week's kit of the week. All these bits come as chapters so you can hop backwards and forwards as your heart desires. Now, if you'd like to support the channel at no cost to yourself, then the best thing to do is make sure you've subscribed to the channel, hit that bell, and you'll be notified of all my future videos as they turn up. And another way is to make sure that anything you like, you do. Give it the old imperial thumbs up on the like button below, because every like actually counts. And of course, if you would like to make a more concrete contribution, you can do that through Super Thanks by becoming a channel member, or by using any of my online affiliate programs, details of which are in the information box below. Okay, there's a few things I need to do before we carry on. There's some thanks I need to express. There's some news about an interview coming up, and there's also some stuff about the next live stream. So first of all, I just wanted to thank all of you who have left really kind messages of support and condolence over the last 2 weeks. It's been a very, very difficult time. Very hard. For me and for the rest of my family. But your messages of support have really helped. The sage advice to do a bit of modelling now and again is excellent. I've had to deal with a lot of paperwork and a lot of things. And being able to just now and again just take an hour off and do a bit of fiddling around. A couple of things you're never going to see on the channel, or I might do when they're finished. I might say, oh, by the way, I've made this, and you're not going to know it's ever been there, because they're just things that I've been using to while away my time, a little bit of time here and there. And that's the joy of this hobby. It can just take you out of yourself. So if you are in a situation where you need to just take a breather, just relax, just take a step away from a problem and just clear your head, and modelling's brilliant. I mean, absolutely brilliant. So thank you all for your very, very kind sentiments. Thank you also to Julian Hall on the Friends of Gary Stuff Facebook group for proposing that, not a formal group build, but you know, people might just want to make something related to the Fleet Air Arm of the Royal Navy as a sort of tribute to my dad. That's really kind. That's the kind of thing that I hope this channel would be. More of a community than me just saying, oh, this is a kit and this is how I made it, yada, 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 yada. A bit more of a sort of supportive community, and that's where it's heading, I hope. Certainly the Facebook group is. So thank you all for saying, yeah, I'm up for that. I'll build that. Thank you especially to Harry Grant for gifting me a kit of the Supermarine Attacker F Mark 1. It's in the colours of 800 Naval Air Squadron, and it's a plane I very, very strongly associate with my father. He was with them on HMS Eagle during their first cruise, in fact, at sea, and during their service entry at Ford Aerodrome, RNAS Ford, before they were embarked on HMS Eagle. So it's a plane I've known all my life because of its association with my father. So Harry, thanks so much, mate. Really appreciate that. Secondly, I wanted to thank all of my supporters in general. However that support is expressed. Because it's really shown me that like the support I get from you guys is what keeps the channel going more than anything else. It's what keeps the channel going. I haven't been able to post a lot, so you know the sort of income you get from YouTube from the views, it's not massive anyway. So, but people have like donated cash here and there. People have like donated kits or paints and products and stuff like that. It all helps the bottom line, and the people who take part in the longer term sort of subscription things like Patreon and channel membership and membership of like Ko-fi or Buy Me a Coffee, things like that. That gives like a long-term stability to this channel, and without that, really things would be very difficult. So thank you all very much. Now, I know times are really, really hard for a lot of people. Goodness only knows. I'm very well aware of that. So even if you can't send anything tangible, your support is invaluable. And as I always mention, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also, please make sure anything you do like, please give it the old imperial thumbs up on that like button, because the likes actually really do count. The percentage of likes against dislike really count towards the YouTube algorithm of promoting your material. So thank you all for that. I think in recent months, the content has been way over 99% positive versus negative remarks. So thank you all very, very much for that. Okay, next interview. I'm sure you've seen on the channel on YouTube. If you haven't, please check them out. Valeria Buzina from ICM has done a couple of interviews. One was to Squadron Hobbies in America. One was to Alex at Man's Model Minutes over here in the UK. Check them both out. I've linked them both in the information box below there. Have a listen to them. Think what you would like to ask Valeria, because she's coming onto this channel next month. In May, we're having an interview with Valeria Buzina from ICM, the Managing Director of ICM. Give it some thought, what you would like to know, what questions, maybe building on questions and answers that previously been given. Think, hang on, no one's asked about this yet. Let me know your thoughts. I'll pose the questions on your behalf. And also, it's very clear from Alex's interview in particular, someone suggested that maybe ICM should make a 1/48 Hamden, and next year they're making a 1/48 Hamden as a result. So if they will listen. If they think that your suggestion is good and they can make it, they can do the research, they can fit it in, it's not too big, it's not too small, they can do it justice, they can get enough background material to make sure it's accurate, all of the things fall into place, then they will make that kit. And if they do that, then you, as the person who suggested it, will get a free one, and you'll be acknowledged in their catalogue as the person who suggested the kit. So get your thinking caps on. Suggestions I've had so far include Vickers Wellington in 1/48. I mean, they've done the Marauder and the A26 in 1/48. The Wellington's not substantially all that much bigger. They can make the molds for the parts of that. So that's a good one. Fairy Battle and the Western Lysander in 1/48. I would also add into the Lysander maybe in 1/35th, which is like a border model, and people like that are starting to do 1/35th scale kits instead of 1/32nd. Do it in 1/35th, and then also have some figures of, say, SOE agents or French resistance, so you can have like a really nice little diorama of like the Lysander at night, and the people, just special agents climbing in or jumping off the plane or whatever, that sort of thing, as well as it being a Fall of France era light attack aircraft, things. So there's all sorts of variations. I think the Lysander would be a great idea in 1/48. I think in 1/35th as well. But yeah, put your thinking caps on, give some ideas. Now do remember, they do have limits of how big things can be. So if they're not going to do a 1/32nd scale Lancaster or B-24 or B-20 or B-29 or anything like that. There are limits to how big a molding they can make. Think of, like, I don't know, 40, 50 centimeters at the outside for a single piece, so a fuselage section really can't be more than about sort of 40-ish centimeters long, sort of 1'4" long, roughly. But make the suggestions, and I'll put them forward to Valeria probably before our interview, actually. Don't yet have a date. She said May, so sometime in May, but obviously closer to the time I'll let you know more about it. And it will be, hopefully it'll be a live stream as well, so you'll be able to pop questions up live as well, and we'll be able to post some of them as well as the questions we'll put up beforehand. Finally, is a reminder that tomorrow, this is going out on Monday, tomorrow's Tuesday, it's the third Tuesday of the month, and we know what that means, don't we? It means it's live stream time. So come and join me on my live stream tomorrow. That's Tuesday. It's looking at the calendar, Tuesday the 15th of April. It's at 8 p.m. British Summer Time, so that's 1900 Zulu. 2000 British Summer Time. It's for a couple of hours. It's just a bit of banter, a bit of chat. Ask me questions. I'll try and answer them. Chat amongst yourselves if you want. I'll be trying to finish off my Academy 144th scale Panavia Tornado. So let's see if we can get that done tomorrow night, because I've got some more kits to do on my Tuesday show in the future. And just pop along and see. It's quite fun. Last time there was like 100 people on average any given moment, which is really, really cool. Went up to about 126 or so. So there's lots of people hanging around, lots of names you'll recognise from the channel, from comments made here and there. And it's quite fun. So come along and see what you think. So that's it for now. Let's make a crack on with the regular content. See what's caught my eye this week in the news of the week. DORA Wings says that its new 1/48 scale Maranthe-Saulnier MS406 release is imminent. The plastic looks pretty good, and there are 4 scheme options included. Likewise, their Northman in 1/72 scale is also due soon, again looking good, and again available in a choice of 4 schemes. LF Models says its Wasp and Scout helicopters in 1/72 scale are finally hitting the shops. If they could do these in 1/48 as well, they would make an absolute mint. SOVA-M has this new kit of the Weather Research Hercules W2, nicknamed Snoopy, in 1/144th scale. It's a real oddity, but familiar to many who have seen it at air shows over the years. SOVA-M say this is a new mould, but maybe some of it is. Seems an odd choice for a complete makeover. For the space oppressed, there is this new 1/144th scale Shorts Sterling from Welsh Models in resin with white metal and vac form extras. But bigging it up is A&A Model, who are selling this 1/72 scale, yes, 1/72 scale kit of the Ilyushin IL-76 transport aircraft, with 682 parts and a price tag around £300. This will make a model with a span of around 70 centimetres, well over 2 feet in old money, so you'd best have some idea of where to display it. Also on the big side is a new kit from Andy's hobby headquarters, the ubiquitous M113 Armoured Personnel Carrier in 1/16th scale. This is bound to be the start of a huge range of variations. TAKOM has confirmed its latest offering as the Sonderkraft Fahrzeug 250 in 1/35th scale, starting with the Model 1. Plenty of detail on offer as normal, and a driver figure is being included. MINIART has a new kit of the K51 radio truck on offer in 1/35th scale, a workhorse vehicle. This comes with markings for the US Marines, US Navy, the Italian Police, and Argentine Marines, all in the 1940s and 1950s. And finally today, well done to FUJIMI for cheering me up by announcing a new egg kit of Godzilla, an entirely fictional character to begin with, but now apparently suitable for caricature. Well done them. On my bench, and this last fortnight I haven't actually achieved all that much, of course, but I have done some things. I've published the build of the second of Simon's Matchbox Challenge kits. That was the Fairy Swordfish. Lovely kit, really enjoyed making it. Went together remarkably well for a kit of its age, and the fact it's a biplane, of course. Really, really good little thing, and it came out quite nicely, I think. Have a look at the build video, it's quite fun. I also did, of course, the reveal of the third Matchbox Challenge kit, which is the, if you don't know yet, go and watch the video. I'm not going to tell, don't get spoilers on this show, I'm afraid. If you want to know what the third kit is, have a look on the channel. And of course, I also did the opening of the Airfix Club kit for this year, which is D-Day Duo set of the Spitfire PR19 and the Typhoon 1B, both of which come with new decals specifically for the D-Day celebration. So I've made a start on those. In fact, both of those are pretty much in their first paint at the moment. I also finally received my ICM B26 Marauder kit in 1/48 scale. What an absolute beauty that is. Look out for the box review of that very, very soon. And once I've got this kit of the week out the way, that's next on the schedule to build. And of course, I've been doing a few other bits and pieces around that will make it to the channel very soon, I hope. So that means it's time to announce this week's featured of the week. And what else could it be but the brand new 1/72 scale kit of the consolidated B24 Liberator from Airfix. I know we've all been waiting for this since it was announced. It's finally here. I finally had a look at it. So the box review will be up tomorrow on Tuesday, and after that I'm starting to build it. Don't know when the build video will come out just yet. Depends on how long it takes. There are a lot of things I need to ask Airfix about as well from the build, not least of which is how on earth they expect me to put 55 grams of nose weight in it. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. And there's a few other bits and pieces that are a bit strange. Maybe I'll ask Chris, the designer. Maybe I can see if I can get a chat with him as well on the channel. That would be cool. And can I pose questions? So just if we do, keep an eye out on the channel. But if we do get a live chat with Chris at Airfix, do make sure you've got some questions ready. In fact, why don't you send me some questions that you'd like to ask Chris? If you've got the B24 or you've seen the B24, you've had a nose at it, and there's anything you want to know about the kit, then give me a shout and I'll see if I can ask Chris either live on the screen or as a Q&A, and I'll give you the answers. Okay, so that's coming up. As I mentioned, there's also the box opening of the B26 from ICM. There's the build of the D-Day Duo, the Typhoon and the Spitfire from Airfix. There's so much coming up. So if you don't want to miss out on anything, make sure you have subscribed to the channel, but make sure you hit that bell and you'll be notified at no cost to yourself of every time anything of mine is published. And of course, anything you like on the channel, please do remember, give it the old imperial thumbs up on the like button below, because every like counts. That's it for this week. Hope to see you again on the channel very soon. Take good care of yourselves, take care of the ones you love, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.